We're going to cover file management and getting started on your college OneDrive account. We're going to follow Becky. She is a new student at Liberty's College and she is going to study Social Care Level 5. She's studying 9 modules. Her main areas of study are the subjects displayed on the screen. These are her subjects or her modules, and we're going to create a folder in her OneDrive for each of these modules where she will keep her work. First, she got a text message to her phone from college. It looks like this. It's 24 firstname.lastname@libertiescollege.ie. All student addresses look like this, and the passwords usually look like this too. It's a collection of letters, numbers, higher case and lowercase, and they usually end with a symbol. In this case, it ends with a exclamation point. Where she logs into Office is either office.com, or she can go to the Liberty's website that you're probably already familiar with. Click on the Student Hub at the very top, and that will bring you into the process of logging into the Office account. Alternatively, just go to office.com and type in the credentials given by text message. The ring binder is the college folder. So this is all the work you have for college, divided into different subjects separated by the tabs. And we're going to do something very similar for Becky, help her get organized in her OneDrive. Her OneDrive is the cloud online file management system that you will have access to once you get your college login. So once you're in your OneDrive, you will create a college folder, and inside this folder you are going to create 8 or 9 module folders, each named the subjects that you are studying, and her subjects are human growth and development, community addiction studies, care skills, and so on. And for each of these subjects, she will be given briefs, assignment briefs, and also she will have to create some assignments to submit to her teacher. So inside each of these folders, there is going to be different kinds of documents or files. For example, in the human growth and development, we can see there's 3 documents there. They could be Word documents that she created. On the second folder, Community Addiction Studies, there's 2 Word documents and there's also an audio file. Perhaps she recorded an interview and uploaded the audio file to her folder. The care skills is another option where she actually made a video and she uploaded that video file to the folder, and she also created a document or a Word document. So you can see here in care of the older person, she actually made a presentation. So it could have been using PowerPoint. So you might already be familiar with that. She could have used a Word document as well, and also a video. So you can see these folders will hold lots of different kinds of files. So her principal areas of study are here. So these will represent the folders that you're going to create, or Becky is going to create in her OneDrive. Let's focus on the communications module, for example. The communications module, inside this folder, there's going to be another folder for briefs, and there's going to be all the work that she's done towards these briefs within it. So you can see Becky has a CV, a cover letter for a job application. She has an interview audio file, meeting minutes, a Word file, same but also created into a PDF, and she has a memo file. We're going to try this together now. So Becky goes to libertiescollege.ie website, she goes to the Student Hub and she signs in. So when she clicks on the Student Hub, it brings her to the Office login or the Microsoft Online login page. This is where she types in her information she was given. Becky entered her college email address and the password she was given, and it brings her to this page, which is the welcome page in the office.com website. Where you need to go for OneDrive is go to the waffle icon or the 9 dots in the top corner, also called the app launcher, and you go to the blue cloud for the OneDrive. The OneDrive is where all her files will be displayed going forward. So we'll go to the My Files section and we're going to create a new folder. They're called College Work. So we go to the blue button in the top left called Add New, click on Folder, and that's because we're creating a new folder, and we're going to call this one College Work. Here we can choose a color. For the moment, I'm just going to keep it yellow. In the college work folder, we want to create all of the subjects that she is going to study for her social care qualification. So here is where we're going to create the folder. Again, add new folder, and she has a subject called communications, a new one called work experience, and so on until you created all the folders. So now within the college work folder, we've created all of the subjects that we are going to take part in for our qualification. Let's just have a look at the communications folder. That's one of our subjects that we're going to do. In the communications folder, you can create another folder, and this time it's called briefs. So you do it the same way, add new folder. And inside these briefs, inside this brief folder, it's recommended that you would upload all of the briefs that you have been given from your Moodle page, your course Moodle page. And I'm going to talk you through how to do that now. But firstly, just have a look. This is where all the briefs I've been given throughout the year, I put them into this folder. So it's very quickly and easy for me to find what I am writing or doing. So for example, the interview brief, all briefs will look the same. From all of your teachers, they should be uniform across the college. So you'll have a logo, a title, how much this is worth, how many points this is worth, who the teacher is, you received it from, when it's due, when you received it, and this is how much it's worth toward communications and 11 toward work experience. So it's common that you would share one piece of work between two modules, and that way it helps you cut your work down. So what this will mean for file management is copying the same piece of work and putting it into that folder for a different subject. So Becky put that brief for the interview in her communications folder. She received it from her communications teacher, but she might also want to pop it into her work experience folder. So what we can do is we can copy to, so I've literally pressed on the three dots and this menu appears, copy to, and here is where I can choose to pop it back into the work experience folder. Let's pop it in there. When you press that, then you say copy to, and then it pops it into that folder. This is saying that the changes may not be saved. That's fine. So we say cancel, and it will move it into the work experience folder. So let's go and have a look there if it went in. There it is. Now why don't we create a new folder called briefs in the work experience folder, and then we can pop that brief into that folder. So you can either move to, or you can click on it and drag and drop it in to the folder. Again, say cancel. That brief is now inside the briefs folder, and then when we're looking for the brief to work on it, it will be there all along. Now, I did do the interview for communications as Becky, and there's my interview file there. So again, we can make a copy of this, copy, and pop it into the work experience folder, because I did one piece of work for two subjects. Copy to, and cancel again. We go back into college work, go back into work experience, because I'm sharing the brief between communications and work experience. Go in, and there it is, the file that I've copied. It is also in the communications folder. There it is there. So let's say we want to create a new document within work experience. Let's do a report, and it will be a Word document. So we click on add new and click on Word document. It would automatically open the Word Online application, and it's very good practice to always name your file so it's easy to find again. So we're going to call this one Vocational Report. But for now, I'm going to close this file and show you that this work that we just created in the work experience folder gets automatically saved there. So wherever you create a new file, it will save where you created it. So I'm back in my files, which is here. I know I'm here because the icon is blue and there's a sort of grey background highlighting it. Also, the word My Files is bolded, whereas the other icons are grey and not bolded. So I'm in the My Files section where all my folders will be found. And very commonly when students create work, they forget to label them. So you end up seeing loads and loads of documents of different kinds, all just in My Files, or they're in Home. So you can see here the last couple of documents I was working on appear at the top and then also listed below. What's helpful as well is if you're looking for a particular document and you remember it was an Excel file, you can ask it to only display Excel files that you have in your OneDrive, or only Word documents you have in your OneDrive, or only PowerPoints you have in your OneDrive. So you can narrow it down to help you find them that way. Also go back into all, just for this example, to see the most commonly used files you've used recently. You can see who the owner is. So when you've created a document, it adds you as the owner, but also your fellow students could have shared a document with you. For example, this Excel file, for example, there was Jared Whelans shared that with Becky. So you can see when he shared it and who shared it, which is really helpful. And then the last time I edited something, so you know it's a fairly recent document that you've been working on. So it helps you find it if you forgot to file it away in the right folder. So this is what was really common. You'll have lots and lots of documents that are called document. If I go into this one and just go, what was that again? Oh yeah, that was my feeding a patient file. So we're going to come up here, click on document, and actually give it the name it is, feeding a patient. And this was for my care skills module. So I'm going to pop it into my care skills folder instead of documents by clicking on the arrow here. That's another way you can move a file. So I'm going to click on to where my care skills folder is. It's here. And I'm going to say move here. So then it's going to pop itself out of the document area, and there it is there, and it's going to pop itself into the care skills folder. The other document, what's this one again? Let's have a look, open it and see what it is. It's blank. Okay, I can delete it. So I'll show you what you do there. You click on your three dots, lots of options when you click three dots. One of them is delete. Then I have a safety audit. I want to stick that into my safety and health folder. So I'm going to move it, click on the three dots, move to, click on college work and go to health and safety at work and move it to there. So I hope now you understand what I mean when you create the college folder, your subject folders within it, and then have all the different types of files within those folders. You now know how to make folders, how to create files within those folders, and how to rename them and how to move them and delete them. I hope that helps, and thank you so much for paying attention for so long, and I'd love if you could try it, and if you have any problems, please give me an email at julianne.hickey@liberties.cdetb.ie, and I'll be there to help, no problem whatsoever. Even if you're not my student, I'm happy to help.